Hello everyone, it's Belinda here. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, I've had a couple of weeks off for the Christmas period where I've been focusing on finishing some study and getting some certifications done in the embodied processing work that I've been doing, which centers more around the polyvagal theory, neuroscience, and the somatic side of trauma healing. And it's been really, really interesting. And the people that I've been doing sessions on have been absolutely incredible in the bravery that they've shown and the shifts that they've got from doing the work. So I'm super grateful to all of those people who have jumped in and made a choice to work with me. Incredibly grateful. It's been amazing. Anyways, with this week's energy that's coming up, I feel like it's all about taking back your power. That seems to be what's been shown to me. So taking back your power in whatever way that is for you. And for some people, it comes down to being able to trust your knowing and trust what's right for you at a soul level instead of living up here with the voluntary thoughts and the fear and the doubt and all of the stuff that comes along with that. So being able to discern when you're in your head and listening to all of that stuff as opposed to being down into your body where you know your truth, where you trust what you're getting is coming from you and your gut and your core and your essence, if that makes sense. So with that being said, let me pull a card. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So we have the Seven of Cups. Now, as I look at this card, I'm looking at the person that's heading for the hills or the cave. And for me, that is all about going within and doing the work to shift and clear and heal yourself so that you can be more aligned with what it is that you need, want, or desire authentically for you. And for some, that could be around taking your power back and saying no a bit more and remembering that no is a complete sentence. It doesn't need a big story attached to it. For others, it might mean that you're in your cave and you need to come out of your shell a little bit and say yes a bit more so that you're moving out of that comfort zone to bring in the new opportunities, if that makes sense. It could also mean for some that they know what's been playing out, but they don't know what steps to take to shift and heal it. So that's a matter of, if you know there's something there that's triggering you, ask for help. Like, you're either going to get a yes or a no from people. So just ask for help. Be willing and open to let the help come in, even if it comes from the most unexpected places. Like, you don't control where it comes from. You know what I mean? Like, it's really important to fill your cup up, but to fill your cup up, you also need to be willing to get rid of what's sitting in that cup that isn't necessarily aligned for you, that wasn't yours to begin with. There could also be stuff playing out that's not even in your awareness. I know for myself, I had not all these patterns, but I had patterns playing out, and it wasn't until someone would put them to me and present them to me, and then I'd be like, oh, okay, I didn't know that was going on, because it was such a long held pattern, and it was from before my conscious awareness. So it was from when I was either really little or in the womb or before, generationally, or from a past life. When it's stuff like that, it's not in your conscious awareness. So until someone points it out to you and it really hits you as, oh shit, okay, then it's there for healing, because then it's been opened up. You can't heal what you're not aware of. So if there is something that is triggering you and you don't really know what it is, just shout out, like ask for someone, talk to a trusted friend. What would you say to a trusted friend that was in your position? What would you say to a small child? And just give yourself that compassion and that empathy and the openness and willingness to go there, so that you can shift and heal and move forward in whatever way is more aligned for you, so that you're not carrying stuff that isn't yours to begin with. You know, being vulnerable isn't a weakness. It is a superpower, and it is something that is within all of us. But when you've been through trauma, and trauma doesn't have to be one big singular significant event. Trauma can be the littlest things that you're not aware of, but it hits you on an unconscious level and keeps just repeating through life. It could be something someone said when you were really little and it hit you so hard and it got you so upset, and you didn't have the capacity to move through it and feel all the emotions and have that closure. So it's repeating. It can be as simple as that. So if you've got that going on and you just don't quite know where it's sitting or what it's doing or how it's playing out, have a look at what's the repeating patterns for you. What are you avoiding, or what are you resistant to looking at? Because there might be some answers in there for you, if that makes sense. And then you can go into your little cave for a little while and just take the time to either pull out a journal or just sit quietly and reflect. Notice when you bring in that trigger, where it sits in your body, and just allow yourself to feel your way through it without judging it or dissecting it or going into a story. It's just about being curious and witnessing it, and then just allowing it to find completion and let it come back to that peaceful place after it's finished shifting. You know, that's the embodied processing of it all, and that's giving your body that love and that tenderness and that vulnerability and that care that you need to be able to move forward in a way that's more peaceful and aligned for you. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. If there's any extra support that you need, please feel free to reach out either through a message or head to my website and go through any of the links or the blogs or anything there. Or if you want a session, then just let me know and we can book that in. Okay, have an amazing week, and I'll see you again soon.